Have you ever thought about this? What if you could actually design your own personality? I mean, not just accept the one you've got, but actively build the person you really want to become? That's the huge idea we're diving into today, the concept that you are the architect of your own self.
So let me ask you a big question right up front. Who is the architect of you? I mean, really think about it. Is it your genetics, your upbringing, all the stuff that's happened to you? Or is it you? We're going to make the case that the answer is absolutely in your hands. And by the end of this, you'll have the blueprint to prove it.
All right, first up, you, the architect. And look, this isn't just some cool-sounding title. It's a call to action. It's basically an invitation to stop being a passenger in your own life and start consciously grabbing the steering wheel of your own development.
Now, before we can build anything, we gotta know what materials we're working with, right? So what even is personality? Well, it's not just about being an introvert or an extrovert. It's way deeper than that. It's the underlying consistent pattern of how you think, feel, and act. You can kind of think of it as your personal operating system, always running in the background. And why does this even matter? Well, it's simple, really. You can't fix a car's engine without knowing how it works. And it's the same with you. Understanding your own patterns is the absolute first step to mastering them. It's what lets you build better relationships, make smarter choices, and design a life that feels genuinely, authentically yours. So, every architect needs a blueprint. In this next part, we're going to unroll yours. And what that means is we're going to look inward to really understand the core traits that make up your current design. Okay, let's make this super practical. I want you to pause for just a second and actually answer this for yourself. What's one trait you're genuinely proud of? Think of it as your superpower. And then on the flip side, what's one trait you'd honestly like to work on a little bit? Go ahead, get them both in your mind. Got them? Good, because this is so crucial. That trait you're proud of, that's not just for your ego. It's a real strength you can actively use. And the one you want to improve, hey, that is not a failure, not at all. Think of it as your next big opportunity for growth. It's your next project. Now, these traits aren't just words on a page. They live and breathe in your actions. So where did they show up this past week? Maybe your patience totally diffused a tense meeting at work. Or maybe your tendency to procrastinate made you almost miss a deadline. The goal here is to connect that abstract idea to a concrete moment. Make it real. You know, these traits don't just appear out of thin air. They're forged. Think about it this way. Our lives and all our experiences, they're the raw materials that literally build our character. Every challenge, every win, it's all part of the structure you see standing today. So what are these raw materials? Well, they're the big things, key life events, the people you surround yourself with, maybe a mentor you looked up to. Your successes, for sure, but also, and this is a big one, your failures. Maybe your resilience comes from overcoming a really tough time, or maybe a coach instilled your sense of discipline. Try to trace your traits back to their roots. So, the blueprint is read. We know the layout. Now, it's time to build. We're moving from reflection to construction in this third section, building your best self. Self-awareness is amazing. It gives you the blueprint. It shows you the whole design. But let's be honest, a plan on a piece of paper has never built a skyscraper. Action, that is the construction. It's time to actually start laying the bricks. And here's your super simple two-step action plan. First, that positive trait of yours, find just one opportunity this week to intentionally use it. Double down on your strength. Second, for the trait you want to improve, just plan one small different choice you can make. We're not talking about a total life overhaul, just one tiny pivot. That is where real change begins. And this whole process of laying one brick at a time, it brings us to a final and really crucial mindset shift. This is about seeing yourself as the unfinished masterpiece and understanding that the construction, it never truly ends. If you remember one single thing from all this, please let it be this. You are a work in progress. And that isn't a defect, it's not something to be fixed, it is your single greatest strength. It means you are never stuck. You always have the power to revise the next chapter of your story. It's a huge shift from chasing some imaginary finish line to just embracing the process. Because personal growth is not a destination you finally reach one day. It's a continuous, rewarding journey. The joy isn't in the finished building, but in the simple act of building itself, day by day. And so we come full circle, right back to you, the architect. You have your blueprint, you have your tools. The only question left is the most important one of all. So, what's the first brick you're going to lay today?